Hello. Today I'm making this separate video to introduce the video that follows, because I didn't narrate and talk about what I was doing at the time. So it just looks like some maniacs putting out a load of flames for no good reason. There's two very good reasons for doing it. The main one was to remove the paint from the outside of the propane bottle, as the Australians like to pronounce it, and to get it hot enough so I didn't have to grind it and sand it and use wire brush on it and whatnot. Just give it a quick wash afterwards and I could paint it then with heat resistant paint. The second reason was to test out the blowers, to see what kind of power you can get out of a small blower like this, through the same sort of system that our mentor, the oil burner, his channel, the Australian guy, has shown us what he does with his massive blowers, and to see how much energy I could get out of one of those things. You get quite a bit. It's quite surprising. So them are the two reasons that I did it. And I was quite surprised how much power you can get out of a little blower like that. I didn't talk over the video because two reasons. First one, I didn't think you'd be able to hear what I was saying through the camera microphone because it's so noisy. And secondly, it was a bit terrifying. It sort of paralysed my speech thought, because the ground starts shaking, everything starts shaking around you when you got full whack on these things. And yeah, so you're thinking, what the hell? And once it's going, you can't just turn it straight off. You've got to wait a couple of minutes for it to finish up burning when it's already got the chamber. But anyway, I thank Oil Burn from the bottom of my heart. Saved me thousands of pounds. And on Hidden House, and what I'm doing this for, this project, is to refine the bottle I'm using at the moment, because the ceiling on it for the heat exchanger is too near the glass window to look at, so you can, I want to be able to watch the burner but without that glass smoking up. And I'll show you the second part of this video will be the one I use for heating the house, using the same type of burner. It's only a burner like that. The same burner that I use on the big bottle, 2-inch aperture, but you can put a dash, you can make one, so I made one out of wood, put a hole saw, bung that in the hole, get a small one, and that reduces your output. And here's another one I was trying. That's my adapter to a 15mm pipe. 1/2 inch for the Australians, and it'll fit in there, so you've only got a tiny output then, from 2 inches to 15mm, so there's a lot of things you can do with it. Yeah, so all in all, just have a bit of flying fun for the next 5 minutes, because when I was doing the project anyway out there, you only get 4 minutes of this, because I put the camera down in line with the flamer, but it was on automatic focus and it screwed it all up after that, so you got 20 minutes of video was a waste of time. Anyway, all topped up, and just enjoy yourself. So a few quid. Down to go now. on fire. Something in the background, the chick. Good luck. I'm almost invisible. It's strange, isn't it? But that's all fine. Coming out of the bottom now. Bloody hell. Well, that's a bit now. There's a bit of butter away with it. Out of control. Bloody hell. Jeepers. Paint smoking. Noisy this thing. Oh, Christ, the grand jacket. This is the indoor, the prototype, the first one I made. Out of a propane bottle. Propane bottle. And it's exactly the same sort of setup. You've got the white part coming down there. Comes out the other room. Through the wall and into it's just a little blower. The same blower they use that big thing out there. And it's the drip rate of this one. It's going well today. I've actually got a blue flame in it at times. Nice bit up part down the bottom now. But yeah, this is yeah, nice and blue now, isn't it? And that's exactly the same size blower as I'm using outside on that big bottle. So it's very versatile how you can control these things. Well, I have got it going through the blower going through a resistor in this complicated box here, because in the back of there there's loads of fire elements for a kiln, and goes through these two light bulbs as resistors. So then two bulbs in series, and it's controlled with a switch on top. So I've got no pulse wave modulation going on for my motor. That's bad for motors, that is. The bush motors anyway. And the shady poles, man, I don't really like it. I don't like it. It's much more controllable with resistors. We're getting the perfect flow through the air blower. And I've got to get some big uns, 500 watt kiln elements. I'm going to use them as resistors. Got to build a resisting box with a load of switches in so I can decide how hard it's blowing. And there's 8 on this system at the moment, 8 different settings on this switch. You can turn that round and you got 8 different settings on there. And then you can tell which one you're on by how bright these bulbs go. Because they go very dim, you can get real, you know. That's not full blast at the moment. Well, you get this flame off it now, like you say. Beautiful. I don't know why it flares up every now and then. In fact, it changes day by day. It's quite amusing. But the next bottle I'm building, the one you've seen, is that the heat sink is going to be higher. You know, the heat exchanger. I did have a fan blowing behind the back of it. As you can see it right through. But it don't make much difference. It's just extra noise to the system. Now for blowing the air out, hardly works. But because we've got a ceiling there with them pipes going through, it helps the flames lick the outside the bottle as they go up. The only difference I'm going to make with the other one is going to have this platform a bit higher, because then I can open the door and no fumes are going to come out. Because sometimes, well, you know, after a few days this glass gets all smoked up. But that's because the ceiling is too close to the burner. I could have the ceiling like I could have it right at the top there. But well, no, not really. You want it but just a bit higher, make a huge difference to like the smoke comes down to the glass. So that's me next. That's why I'm doing a bottle outside. Yeah. Save me fucking £1,000. All right. So that's my little setup at the moment, and I'll get a new bottle in exchange for that one once I put a window on it and all that lot. Just to show you how versatile these things can be, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Oil Burner from Australia, for showing us how to do this. Have a good day.